back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dechi Scholar, and today is the 6th episode of my relationship experience. Please, if you haven't watched my previous episode, I will drop the links down the description box. Go ahead and subscribe as you join me to navigate my relationship experience. Let's get started. I was in my polling unit one day conducting election. That was 3 months after I had called this personality to send me with my money, of which he never did. And then my phone rang. So when I picked it up, it was a new number. And this personality said he was the one, that he wanted us to talk. I told him I was busy, even while we were talking. So he asked me what of the next day. I said I will need to rest the next day because we had training throughout the night. That was the night before the election would commence the next morning, because I was a presiding officer over 2 polling units. So we had training throughout the night. So after all of this, I would need to rest. However, I decided to call this personality after 3 days, and then we hooked online. So we began talking casually. So I used that opportunity to ask him what happened that he couldn't call me for such a long period of time. And then he told me academics as usual. And I told him I was really traumatized throughout that period, and he was like, wow, he never knew of that. He thought I was also focusing on academic. I said, really? So he said he was sorry, and then I never knew this personality had this in mind, this question in mind. So he was like, didn't I have a boyfriend during that period? I told him no. And then he said, then let's talk about us. I said, no, I wouldn't want to engage in that conversation any longer. I wouldn't want to. So there was this copper friend I had, which was my neighbor. So I related the issue to him. So he advised me that if this personality was truly sorry, then I should forgive him. That man does a mistake. So if he's sorry for his action, I should forgive him. That he would even be happy to know that throughout that period I wasn't having any boyfriend. So I don't know, I never knew, and this period of discussing about us, marriage, this guy was just being so sarcastic when he was discussing about it. I never knew that until one day we began talking again, and then he said he knew what I wanted. I was a kind of confused. You know what I wanted. So I was like, what do I want? You should go ahead and tell me what I wanted. So he now said, he started asking me that, do I know his love language? I said, of course, it was touch. And he said, I knew he was prone to sex, but he couldn't take advantage of me while we were in school. And when I came, I approached him with guilt, forcing love on him. I couldn't allow the love to grow. I'm just a lady that disappears and appears. I thought I supported him with money, and now that he's done with his masters, I'm coming back so that we can end up together. It's not done that way, Sister Scholar. These were his exact words. Trust me. Wow. I kept quiet. I allowed him to vomit everything. So when he noticed that I wasn't chatting any longer, he stopped. This time around, I couldn't keep quiet, because I don't know what would have happened to me if I would have kept quiet. Then maybe I would have just collapsed. I needed to remind him of certain things, of which I reminded him of how we met. I reminded him of how I met him as a core member with nothing. And I supported him in everything, just the way he did. And I was there for him at all times. I this masters he was even talking about, it was first of all a partial scholarship. He almost gave up, but I told him never to give up, that God was going to do something about it. It was my money I took and sowed seed in the church because of this. And then I encouraged him. So he sat for another exam, a body that clears up the student's bill. So as God will have it, he was selected and his bill were cleared off. And when the acceptance fee came, I also supported him, of which he never paid. And then while we were in school, men were still coming. Yes, they were coming, but I said no. In fact, there was this man that just finished his PhD in the US, and when he came home, he wanted to get married, and they referred him to me. And when he called in to the school where I were, he had a very good report about me, and he was dying to get married to me. But I said no, because of this personality, because he was such a visionary somebody. So I wanted us to build this vision together. I wanted to build together with him. And then I rejected many men just because of him. And now he's coming back to tell me I'm just a lady that disappears and appears. I'm coming back because of his masters. Wow, I have outgrown that. He can go ahead and get married to whosoever he wanted to. I never knew he could think something evil against me. Is his masters going to give me heaven? So he began begging and then confessing that please, he was sorry, I should forgive him. I'm such a nice girl, I'm thoroughly good. In fact, I deserve a better person than him. In fact, if I should kick him out of my life right now, he deserves it for what he has done for me. Man does mistake, I should please forgive him. He begged and begged and begged. There was nothing he couldn't say. So I was like, wow. So I took this chart, I went and showed it to this my friend that encouraged me to please forgive him if he was truly sorry. And then this my friend told me that this personality does not deserve me, I should please leave him alone. So you see, when people treat you wrong, they know. Yes, they are not confused. They actually know. You could imagine, I kept quiet again this time around. This personality wouldn't have confessed. And then this is how I will continue receiving all of this abuse. Then I never knew there was a personality trait called narcissist. And this is what this group of people do. They abuse you emotionally and they want to make you feel as if you are at fault for their action. Exactly. And such shouldn't be condoned in any relationship. It is totally unacceptable. Yes, it shouldn't be tolerated. Yes, every human being deserves to be treated right. And where they are not being treated right, then they should take responsibility for their actions. No one should make you feel as if you are at fault for their actions. Yes, please, let's learn how to do unto others what we want others to do unto us. It is very important. Exactly. So guys, I would like to stop here for today and let me know what you have to say concerning this video. And please, if you haven't watched my previous video, I will drop the links down the description box. You can go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you'll be the first person to get notified for the next episode coming up very soon. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in my next episode. Bye.